get to enjoy the background of beautiful Italy and also see my beautiful face, hear my beautiful words, and be in my presence. What an honor. Yes. So, the Chamber of Hades and the Love of Persephone. We're talking about mastery of the underworld. So, the world you see is not real. It's just an illusory fabric. Particles of love, light, awareness. You only see your self concept pushed out. You only experience your beliefs in the cosmic joke. So, in order to have change in the experience, which is ultimately what you're seeking, and I suggest to stop seeking until you find final peace, peaceful bliss, which is the realization of yourself with capital S into the enlightenment of your being. In that moment, there's not a person, there's just light, love, awareness. So, in the process of deepening your self realization, the path of self actualization is actually quite efficient, quite a beautiful maze or concept. Babe, let's get more comfortable. It's a beautiful concept because everything's concepts. Even right now, concept, until it becomes direct experience. So, you are meant for this realization. If not, you wouldn't be here. You're meant to master the underworld. You're meant to master the Chamber of Hades, to get the right keys, to be able to unlock the pathways in your mind. They're going to allow you to see the world as it is. That means no thought forms, no stories, no delays, just the perfection and the beauty of what is. That's what I call the God state. The God state is a realm, a celestial realm, a heavenly realm where suffering does not exist. And the only thing you experience is a revelation of intrinsic beauty. So you see the radiance of the trees, the radiance of the birds, the sounds, the beauty of the world, the appearances, because it's just a fabric. Without your story about the appearance, you just experience the fabric of reality and the world as it is. So beauty shines forth. And this realization can deepen in your room. You don't have to move abroad. You don't have to be a world traveler like me. You don't have to go to different countries. Because wherever you are, it's going to change the fabric. It's like how my main ascended master, David Hawkins, expresses. I say main because I also been devoted to Nisargadatta Mahara, Ramana Maharshi, Anandamayama. I enjoy Ram Dass and his views on psychedelics. I think it's good. Many others I'll mention. Neville Goddard was a really great master teacher. In honor, love, reverence, and devotion for all that they transmitted to me. Ramesh is good too. Non-duality. I'll mention more as I share more transmissions and codes with you into the end of seeking. So as this field was saying, the fabric of reality is what changes. You can be in your room and suddenly what seemed like a regular table or a regular pen or a vape or whatnot becomes more luminous. So it's as if you brightened the TV. You're inside your own TV console and then the brightness is up. Your cells, kind of if you saw the famous movie sequence Twilight. You know, when these vampires went to the balconies of these cathedrals and then the light shines through them and you can see the specks and the particles of their faces. I think that was in Confirmation. In Eclipse, that's the third movie of Twilight. I love romance, and it cannot fool me anymore because I see through it. But I think one of the most beautiful fruits of the illusion, besides music and the senses, is the story of romance. To share yourself with another self in passion. Beautiful, delicious. Without any sense of attachment nor personal identification. That's when romance is transcended into divine union or just the enjoyment of another being in complete freedom. Because divine union is the union of your inner masculine with your inner feminine, and then you get to experience yourself through another entity with complete detachment, magnetism, experiencing what is alive. It's a new octave of love, love with capital L, not Disney movies. But those stories are fun, aren't they? Okay. So as you master the depths of the illusion, you're gonna start seeing that the world's quite malleable. That things are not things because they're things. I know it sounds a bit paradoxical and confusing, and that's the whole point of my brand. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. But take it. If you're gonna take it, like really take it. So the objects that you see are just there because of a need. Everything in your frame of reality exists because of the need of the moment. If there's not needed, it gets removed from the hologram. When you express to reality that you have a higher need, a higher desire, because it all exists out of desire. How that you came into this world, your mom and dad were horny, they fucked, and then you came out. They desired you, right? I'm getting that brutal. So you see that everything exists because of desire. If you were in desire, then you wouldn't be here. God wants you. We're all walking orgasms. We exist out of pleasure and love. So isn't that enough proof, if you need confirmation, that you deserve all the love, all the abundance, and all the pleasure? You are pleasure itself. You're created. You're born out of pleasure. So in this mastery, the intention is for you not let any thought forms fool you. Because until you don't deepen this realization, like I have, until it's not embodied, and when I say I, so to speak, so just even speaking out of a personal self is kind of like making a mistake, because there's no personal I, it's just a field expressing whatever it is that the collective needs to receive from this mouthpiece. This is the mouthpiece, this transmission, this vessel. But for sakes of understanding and communication, let's say I. And you choose what you wish to see birthed in your reality. So this is a gift of free will. When you see this, if you desire to receive the transmission, if you accept the blessing that's being anchored through this sharing, you have the ultimate free will. So when you choose differently, when you tell the field that you're ready to be in that higher octave of experiencing, you're actually blessing the collective, because every advancement that one being incarnated on earth does in consciousness benefits the whole. Because if you advance and you have higher frequency and you have more energy for radiation and joy and transmission, that is soul service. Not service that comes from martyrdom, proving yourself, validation, self-sacrifice. It's a service that's balanced in 6th density consciousness, as expressed in the law of one. You can look for the law of one if you want more information of a fully balanced 6th density being and what does that means, love and wisdom, and I can make more videos about it. Perhaps I will. I made some like 5 years ago. If you go back in, I have like 10 years of YouTube videos that you can, were private, but now they're published. So you can scan through the library if you feel like it. Just an invitation. So when you choose to be in a higher octave of reality, when you choose that you're going to fully serve yourself, knowing that serving yourself serves the whole, because when you're happy and you choose that from an open heart, depends about the intention. Purify your intention. This is a whole journey of purification. Unless you're Ramana Maharshi, I think he got awakened in his classroom age 7, I believe, like out of the sudden. I think Byron Katie also had like a sudden awakening. Yet some awakenings take purification, which is the release of lifetimes of karma. All the people that you perhaps killed in past lives, raped in past lives, guilt for the violation of natural law. That's the only way karma can be created, in the sense of density in the body. Because you cannot go against natural law. If you infringe upon natural law, like the pendulum, whatever you do to another, you do to yourself. We're all that infinity, and it comes back at you. So sometimes we can override our karma, and that's what I teach in the Chamber of Hades, which is my new container, which I'm going to take 12 beings into the journey of deepening their self-realization and their self-actualization. My mentoring is fun because I like to teach with my inner child. So it's a series of games. It's like a murder mystery type of vibe. It's like a haunted house because we're almost in Halloween. So it's like the themes like blood and witches and witchcraft and it's all that like it's just adornment. Okay, it's simple. It's just a journey. Straight and narrow is the path to self-realization, self-actualization. But I like to do it with fun and games. So 12 beings I'm gonna take in this Telegram portal. It's gonna be 45 days because my last goddess sanctuary group, I said it was gonna be 8 weeks, and actually that's too long. The process to be fast, narrow, just like high speed, and the energy to be alive and magnetic, it's better if it's 45 days. We have some intuitive calls. Some weeks we don't have calls. Sometimes we do voice calls. We do voice notes. I send some prompts. You connect with the community, and you come out a completely different entity. I'm not going to say you're going to be enlightened at the end of the process because every soul's journey is different. I'm not going to say that you're going to be self-actualized. But what I can assure you is that wherever you're at, you're going to accelerate at God's speed to your next level of your soul's evolution. And the beings that are going to be there in that chamber with you, exciting, are going to have the specific codes that you need, as you have the specific codes that they need. So it's a co-creation, it's a collaboration. I'm just the messenger, right? Don't shoot the messenger, pay the messenger. And talking about payment, it's 2,222 United States dollars or euros. If you pay in euros, it's a little bit more. And you can send your application by sending me a message to my Telegram. The link is in the description. And this video, I decided to be a bit more generous just because why not? But usually these transmissions are paid. So if you want to receive more information, you need to make a monetary exchange, a contribution. And because it's Halloween, you can also pay with blood. It's kind of funny because money, energy, it is your blood. It's your life force. It's the same thing. Give blood, receive blood, you know. You know what it say. Gotta be equal. 50-50 in relationships. Okay. I'm excited.